Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never seen any Predator movie except the Shane Black one.
Say what?
Yeah, and I didn't mind it. It was fine, but I didn't think it was great. So I had no attachment to Predator or anything like that. But now after seeing this trailer, I'm all in, man, because it looks fucking amazing just because of how the tone is, how, thrilling and suspenseful it feels, even the trailer itself. So I'm just loving the setting as well. You know, Rarely do we see these kinds of eras shown in movies. And also, one more thing, the director, I'm forgetting his name, but he is the one who did 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Dan Trachtenberg.
Dude, yes. I loved that movie a lot. I thought that it
Same.
was a pretty well done movie, with a basic plot and, very little characters. He made an awesome movie in that. So, I just liked that movie a lot. So, this trailer, I'm not surprised that he's doing this because it looks awesome. And I hope they release this in theaters because I'm definitely going to be there.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Well, first off, it surprised me that you've only seen the Shane Black Predator movie because I fucking hate that film. I hate I hate that movie
A
because
lot of
they
people do.
because it's yeah, I hate it because it's a comedy and the Predator franchise has always been a horror franchise. You know, it's about an alien that hunts you, cloaks you, grabs you, and then rips your spine out. And I remember watching The Predator, and they throw literally joke after joke after joke that I remember my first Twitter reaction. I wrote on Twitter, my first reaction was something like, "We got a contender for comedy of 2018, and it's The Predator."
I think that movie was kind of like the execs going, "Oh, Marvel is so popular now. Let's go make this movie, but Marvelize it." And if I remember correctly, there were some
Exactly.
exact shots and jokes played into that movie that the MCU has. So
I'm just picturing like in movie execs being like, all right, we can do Predator versus Bigger Predator, and the studio goes, well, that's not different enough, and the guy goes, what if we do Predator versus Bigger Predator in the suburbs? But it's funny, and they're like MCU style humor. He's like, by the time we're done with it, it'll be Predator humor. I swear, I think that was how the meetings at Fox went at that time.
yeah.
But it's like, okay, so yeah, so the I'll just give you a quick rundown. The first Predator, John McTiernan directed it, and it's with Arnold, and it's a classic, man. You really got to check it out. Predator 2, it's got Danny Glover and Bill Paxton, and it's fine. I mean, it's
Oh,
Predator in the city, but it's a cool movie. Alien versus Predator, that movie stinks. And Alien vs Predator Requiem, that film stinks even
I've
more.
seen some
And
scenes of AVP, and that is probably the reason I've never seen any Predator movie ever.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you because that, like I said, that the first Alien vs Predator stinks. But wait, if you ever see Alien vs Predator Requiem, you will hate it even more. It's horrible. And then they did Predators, which is like a Robert Rodriguez produced Predator sequel. That movie is actually really cool. I actually I'd recommend you'd watch that because that movie is just awesome. Even though Adrian Brody tries to do Arnold Schwarzenegger lines in the movie, and it doesn't work as good as Arnold, but it's still a cool movie. And so going from that, and then from The Predator, which was a comedy goof fest. It surprised me not thinking about that film. Poor Olivia Munn. But going into Prey, I think Prey looks amazing. What I like about it the most is that they're taking it back to basics of the first Predator, which was the hunters being hunted. A group of people being trapped in the jungle with a predator. Like that is what the Predator franchise has been, and they're going back to that type of vibe. And I like the fact that the thing with the first Predator movie is that it's a bunch of commandos versus an alien. It's guns and grenades versus this alien. This is, this is literally just bows and arrows and, kind of like the most basic weapons versus an alien monster. So I think that is a very cool concept, and I can't wait to see that. I'm glad also it's rated R too, because
Is it?
I remember there was controversy. Yeah, it's rated R.
Oh,
Controversy says it's
cool.
rated R.
Because
Yeah,
on the trailer it says it hasn't been rated yet, so I was thinking about it. Nice.
yeah, and I remember John Davis, the producer. He said, "Oh, we could cut it to being a PG-13," and I remember I lost my mind, going like, "You can't make Predator. You can't do Predator PG-13
Yeah.
again. The last time we had to do Predator PG-13, we got Alien versus Predator, and look how that turned out."
But yeah, looking at the trailer itself, I was assuming that it would be R-rated because of, how wild it looks. It has to be, right? Like you have
Oh yeah.
bears running around eating animals and stuff. Okay, we're back. I don't know what the fuck
Sorry,
happened. Yeah,
sorry, folks. Technical difficulties.
yeah. Anyway, you can continue.
Before. Okay, so yeah, what's cool about the movie is that there's gonna be like two versions of the film on Hulu, so you can watch the film in English or you can watch the Banshee actually. So basically, according to Trachtenberg, all the actors came in and they're all Comanche, so they redubbed they kind of dubbed over their lines in Comanche, so you can watch the film in Comanche as well, and basically watch it as kind of like as kind of like a foreign film with Predator on it if you choose.
That's interesting.
So
But I'm glad that it's coming out in English though, because
oh
I
yeah, I
just
mean you get like I said, you've got those options.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna be watching the English version, and I do hope that they release in theaters here. It doesn't look like it will, but I just hope it does because it looks really good. I was really impressed by the trailer.
Yeah, I think I hope at least that it brings it takes the Predator franchise back, and hopefully this won't be a fucking comedy show.
From the trailer, it does not look like.
Oh,
So
thank the fucking Lord.
yeah, absolutely.